Alrighty, hello. What's up, guys? It is Kivas3 here, and welcome to the Money in the Bank 2018 predictions. I'm recording this just before 2 a.m, so I may apologise if I pause or whatever the thing is. Yeah, I'm doing this late. I just forgot to do this earlier today, so I'm doing this now. By the time you see this video, it'll be Saturday, the 16th. So let's just get right down to the predictions as follows. Now, if you saw my NXT Chicago predictions, the drinking rule is still the same. They only drink for surprise returns, debuts, heel turns, face turns, and when the title changes hands. But we're also going to be doing drink for every ladder spot. So anytime anyone's hit with a ladder, anyone falls off the ladder, or whatever the cause may be, anything to do with ladders really. And down you drink if the winner of the Money in the Bank cashes in on the night, which I highly doubt that will happen, but we'll have to see. Anyway, let's just get right down to it. Let's just run down the predictions. Got 10 matches, one of them being on the pre-show, of course, so let's get right down to it. So starting off with the pre-show, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Bludgeon Brothers taking on Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson. I've got the Bludgeon Brothers. I know that Gallows and Anderson won a number one contenders match, and we're getting this match at Money in the Bank. Sadly, it's on the pre-show. Bludgeon Brothers won it at WrestleMania, so I do see the Bludgeon Brothers holding the titles for a lot more longer, up until Sanity get called up, which, if you guys don't know where the hell is Sanity, they have been on some live events, but I just feel like they're waiting for them to have one of those moments where they'll finally call them up onto the main roster, and then start a rivalry with the Bludgeon Brothers, SmackDown Tag Team title on the line. It's going to be good. So I'm going with the Bludgeon Brothers to retain on that one. So, yeah. Next we have Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Well, we saw the one at Backlash, and we all know how that turned out. Big Cass actually tapped out, and then just went ape shit crazy on Daniel Bryan after the match. So the way that I see it, I've got Big Cass for this one. I don't think he's going to fall to Daniel Bryan twice. Excuse me. I don't think he's going to fall to Daniel Bryan twice. That's why I decided to pick Big Cass, so it evens the odds. I think they're going to continue this rivalry a little bit longer. Probably around, we've got Extreme Rules is next, in the next coming weeks. So I think they're going to be doing a match from that and then end this rivalry. So Big Cass can do a lot bigger and better things, as well as Daniel Bryan can. So I'm just going to go with Big Cass on this one, and then probably we'll see another match between the two at Extreme Rules probably. We'll see what happens. I've gone with Big Cass. And then next up we have the SmackDown Women's Championship, Carmella facing Asuka. And I mean, I was gonna say Carmella, but I have actually got Asuka written down for this one. But then, come to think of it now, Carmella is probably gonna hold it on for a little bit longer. Now, due to rumours, James Ellsworth was supposed to be at like a show in China or whatever, but that was cancelled, and now there's been rumours speculating, oh, he might show up to WWE and get involved in once again another scenario at Money in the Bank, just like last year when he won the Women's Money in the Bank contracts, even though it was not true. But yeah, I think something's going to happen, something to do with Carmella. Ellsworth is going to probably show up. If he does show up, Ellsworth is going to cost Asuka the match in order for Carmella to retain. I'm not too sure. But I've got Asuka written down for this prediction, so it's kind of hard to say. This one came out of nowhere. Paige was just like, oh, you're going to be facing Asuka, and that was basically it. So, kind of a weird start to this rivalry, I should say. Asuka won a handicap match, even though it felt like a singles match. But no, I'm going to go with Carmella for this one. I've changed the prediction from Asuka to Carmella now. I see Carmella winning this due to some involvement, probably even by the Iconics. I didn't think of that. Maybe by the Iconics as well. Who knows? We'll just have to see. So Carmella to retain. And then we have Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. I have no cares for this whatsoever. This is terrible. A terrible rivalry. I got Bobby Lashley for this one. Just finished this rivalry already because it's bored the hell out of me. Bobby Lashley made his return and Sami Zayn, all this lot with his sisters, even though they were actually men. Don't know what that segment was about. So I've got Bobby Lashley to win and just end this rivalry already between Lashley and Zayn. So I've got Lashley to win this one. Next we have Roman Reigns taking on Jinder Mahal, something that I don't really care much about. I wish they could do something more with this rivalry, because it doesn't really seem to be going anywhere, and well, it's Roman Reigns and Jinder Mahal. I didn't mind Jinder last year with the WWE title. Reigns on the other hand, well, he's Roman Reigns. That's what he does. Superman punch, spear, 1, 2, 3. I've gone with Roman Reigns for this one, just because he's Roman Reigns. That's what he does. He wins. He defeated Samoa Joe at Backlash, which was a alright match, I would say. So I'm gonna go with Reigns defeating Mahal. And next up we have the Intercontinental Championship. Seth Rollins taking on Seth Rollins, but if you squint a little bit, it looks a little bit like Elias. It will be Seth Rollins taking on Elias. I've got Rollins for this one. I don't think it's Elias's time as of yet. I do see Elias building himself up a bit more and be given another shot in probably the next pay-per-view or whatever. But I see Rollins holding on the title for a bit longer, probably up until SummerSlam or whatever, whenever they decide to drop the belt on him. But yeah, I've gone with Rollins. You know, I kind of like these open challenges. He faced Mojo on one episode of Raw. He's faced Balor. So I mean, I'm gonna go with Rollins for this one. Sorry, Elias. I would like to walk with you, but not today, my friend. Not today. And next we are going to go with the last man standing match for the WWE title, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I do feel like this match is going to go on, this rivalry is going to go on for a little bit longer. I mean, WrestleMania, that was good. Then we had the Greatest Royal Rumble, which just ended up as a no contest. And then Backlash, which was... wasn't it a normal match at... Oh no, it was a no disqualification match, wasn't it, at Backlash? And then no one could get up from the 10 count because they both low blowed each other. And now it's the last man standing. I do feel like this rivalry is going to go on for a lot longer. Finishes it at the next pay-per-view, which is Extreme Rules. So I'm gonna go with Shinsuke and see what he can do, because I have voted for Shinsuke before on the last pay-per-view, and we all know how that pay-per-view went. So I do like to see Shinsuke with the title for a bit, but I feel like AJ's going to retain, and the rivalry is going to continue up until Extreme Rules, and that'll be it. So I have predicted Shinsuke, although I do think AJ is going to retain somehow, and then Extreme Rules Shinsuke is going to get the title. But I've gone with Shinsuke just because I do want to see the belt on him and see what WWE can do. But we never know what can happen. So hey, I've gone with Shinsuke to win, and we'll see what happens from there. Next up, I'm going to go with the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We've got Ember Moon, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Lana, Natalya, Naomi, and Sasha Banks. Now, when it comes to matches like this, I have two predictions. One from SmackDown and one from Raw. So from Raw, I've gone with Sasha, and from SmackDown, I've got Becky Lynch. Now, Ember Moon, I don't really see her winning this. I mean, she's a newcomer onto the Raw roster. She's had a couple of matches, which I enjoyed. Charlotte, she's lost the title to Carmella after she cashed it in on the episode of SmackDown, thanks to the Iconics. I don't really see Charlotte climbing up to the ranks and then winning the contract and getting her revenge on Carmella as of yet. I think Charlotte has pretty much done everything that there is. I don't really see her as champion again anytime soon, even though she's done some great work when she was champion. Alexa Bliss, I don't really see it happening whatsoever. I mean, she dropped the title to Nia at WrestleMania, and I just don't really see Alexa winning it. I really don't. Lana, it's obvious she's not going to win it. We did see at the last year's Money in the Bank show that she challenged Naomi when Naomi was the champion at that time, and Lana lost. So I don't really see Lana winning this whatsoever. Natalya, it would be nice to see her win it and have a match between Natalya versus Nia or Natalya versus Ronda, but I don't really see it happening. Naomi, again, I don't really see it happening. Even though she won the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania, which I tip my hat to, kudos to her, but I just don't see her winning it. So I've gone with Becky and I've gone with Sasha. I don't really have much of a reason apart from Becky defeated Charlotte in a match that Paige set up, which I think that gives her a bit of momentum coming through this match. Becky being the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion, and it would be nice to see Becky with a contract and for Becky to be champion again in sometime in the near future if she does win the contract. Who knows? And then we've got Sasha, who I think her run as a women's champion, back in 2016 with Charlotte, and then 2017 when she won it at SummerSlam and then lost it to Alexa on Raw, or I think it was at a pay-per-view. I do not remember. I think Sasha would need something, but I don't know. So my first prediction is going to go with Becky Lynch, and I'm going to pick Sasha as my second option. But anyone can win this. I mean, it's hard to tell. Like last year I think I went with Charlotte, and then Carmella won it, even though it was rescheduled on the episode of SmackDown, which Carmella won it on her own, besides James Ellsworth. So yeah, so I've got either Becky or Sasha to win the Women's Money in the Bank and a match for this year, but we'll see what happens. And next we have the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, The Miz, Rusev, Kevin Owens, Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe, and a member of the New Day, which is to be announced, but I'm thinking it can be Kofi Kingston, because we can see what he's done in previous Money in the Bank ladder matches. So yeah, with that being said, Kofi's done some good spots in Money in the Bank ladder matches before. Braun, I think Braun, Rusev and Roode are slightly new to ladder matches, so this will be something different for them. Braun Strowman broke a ladder in half on an episode of Raw, which was amazing. Braun Strowman likes to break things, flip over some trucks and everything. So just like the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, 2 predictions for this as well. One from Raw, one from SmackDown. So from Raw, I've gone with Kevin Owens. I feel like he deserves it. Not much of a reason why, I just like the stuff that he does. I like all these promos, you know, amazing. I am a Kevin Owens fan. I do like the stuff that he's doing at the moment. I enjoy it a lot. And then on SmackDown I have The Miz, because maybe somewhere down the line, if The Miz was to win a Money in the Bank ladder match, even though he won a Money in the Bank ladder match before, back in 2010, and if The Miz was to win it this year, and let's just say if there was a scenario where Daniel Bryan wins the WWE title, then The Miz can cash it in. We get a big rivalry between The Miz and Daniel Bryan, and probably a main event WrestleMania, who knows. That would be something I'd like to see. But I just don't know. I don't know what The Miz can do, because I feel like it's going to lead up to a Daniel Bryan versus Miz feud, which I've been waiting for so long. So I don't know how this will go. So I've got Kevin Owens, because I did kind of like his run when he was Universal Champion. I didn't mind that at all, apart from when he lost it to Goldberg, which was terrible. The Miz, I mean, I didn't really follow up The Miz a lot back then, you know, 2010, 2011. I kind of enjoyed The Miz's stuff back in 2015, 2014. So it's a little bit of a reason as to why I want him to win. So I don't know how this will play out. If Owens wins, you know, Brock Lesnar's Universal Champion right now, so I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know what the current plans are for Brock Lesnar as Universal Champion as of right now. So we just have to wait until SummerSlam even. Who knows? Whenever Lesnar decides to show up. The Miz, you know, I would not mind a Shinsuke versus Miz feud. I would not mind a Miz versus Styles feud. But I think more better off we'll see The Miz versus Daniel Bryan, because that's something that I've loved. When Daniel Bryan debuted from NXT, you know, before NXT was a main thing, faced The Miz for the US title. That was something I enjoyed. And I don't know, I just don't know how this will play out. So yeah, I'm going to go on for ages about this. So from Raw I've got Kevin Owens, and from SmackDown I've got The Miz. So we've settled it to that. We have settled it to that. Okay. And finally, because it has been rumoured to be the main event, the last match of the night, Raw Women's Championship match, Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey. What can I say about this? I don't really see Ronda winning it. I don't see it happening. Ronda surprised me from that WrestleMania match, which is amazing. You know, teamed up with Kurt Angle to face Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. And then now it's just like Nia challenged Ronda. Charlotte was involved, you know, kind of encouraged Ronda to accept the offer, and she's like, oh, okay then. Now, I do feel like Nia's kind of like the heel in this, but I think if you put the title on Ronda now, a lot of people are going to boo her. It's kind of like what happened with Sheamus back in 2009, you know, Sheamus just pretty much won for everyone. Pay-per-view debut against Cena, and then boom, he won the WWE title. So it would be the same thing if WWE went to do it that way. You know, Sheamus got booed after winning the WWE title back in 2009. It's going to be the same for Ronda. So I've gone with Nia Jax for this. You know, Nia's only defended it from Backlash ever since she won it from Bliss at WrestleMania. So it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense if he was to put the belt on Ronda. Sure, we have Shayna Baszler in NXT, who's the champion as of right now, and I want to experiment with her. But don't put it on Ronda as of yet. Just don't, because there's going to be a lot of negative feedback, I would say. So this rivalry, I just don't know what's going on. I don't know why this is happening so soon. Ronda should be competing in matches where she gets the opportunity, not being challenged by the champion. You know, I just don't know how this will play off. But anyway, anything can happen if Ronda wins. You know, if they're going to get negative feedback after this, if Ronda wins, then, well, that's their fault. So I'm going to go with Nia. I do feel like Nia should hold it on for a lot more longer. So we'll just have to see. I've gone with Nia just for what it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Money in the Bank predictions. I know this was long and I've rambled on for a little bit, so my predictions are in the description down below if you do want to look at them again, if you didn't really pay attention or forgot who I predicted. Again, Money in the Bank ladder matches, I have 2 predictions, one for Raw and one for SmackDown. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Money in the Bank this Sunday, or tomorrow as this video comes out. So that is it, guys. That is my Money in the Bank predictions. My social media, my predictions, my drinking rules are in the description down below if you do want to know who I predicted again, once Money in the Bank is on. So that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Varsity3. Hope you enjoy Money in the Bank. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one, which is Extreme Rules, and I am planning to do a review on the UK title tournament, which airs next week. I was going to do a review of the Greatest Royal Rumble, which I would have to do. I probably will have to watch through the show again, because, it refreshes my mind, but we'll have to see. But anyway, that is it, guys, as of now. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy Money in the Bank. I'm Varsity3, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.